everyone, I'm here today doing the April plan with me. I can't believe it's April already. This year has gone by so fast. There's quite a bit that I'm going to go over today, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to roll is the time lapse of how I create my pages. The second thing I'm going to roll is my quarterly setup. Now there are some changes to my quarterly setup, so even if you've seen my quarterly setup before, I have a couple new pages to share, and one of which is a cleaning schedule page, which was suggested by this lovely person right here. And so I thought that was a great idea, so I went and added that in. I also added in a couple of other little pages, so if you want to check that out, that's going to be the second thing. The third thing is my monthly setup, and of course the final fourth thing is going to be my weekly setup. Let's go ahead and get started. so that is how the pages are created. I apologize if the lighting did change during that. It took me quite a while to do some of these pages since they are new designs. So I started it last night and I finished it today during the day. So the lighting may change a little bit. Hopefully it's not too bad. First thing, I started right off. I used to do like an introductory page. I'm not really doing it this time. I'm just going to start right off with my goals. I've already gone over my goals in previous videos, especially at the beginning of the year. Even though it's not obviously the beginning of the year, I do transfer my goals over into every single bullet journal that I do. Some of them I've already started to check off, and that's the progress for that. I am going to do some sort of decorative quote thing here. Originally I was going to do that, but I can't stop myself from putting some sort of decorative thing in there. So that is what's going to be here. I already picked out my quote. I just got to sit down and like really decorate it, but I don't have time to do that until at least mid-April because I want to finish the sketchbook project and I need to spend a lot of hours doing that first. This, I have to fill in the dates, but this is the same as last quarter. I put the months and then I put little bullet points to remind myself of days. I actually did mess up here. You may notice this month and this month are wrong. I don't know why I have such bad luck with this page. I always mess it up every time I do it, and I try so hard not to, and I still end up messing it up. I don't know, I might go back and fix it, but for the most part, the most helpful thing is writing down the dates, people's birthdays, any events that are going on, anything that I need to remember the day for, I write it down here, and I can have a 3-month overview of what the next 3 months are going to look like. So this has changed just a little bit. I used to have the YouTube ideas be a full half page. Now I've kind of broken that into 3 different parts. The reason being is I have a huge list of ideas of videos that I want to make, and the list of ideas is getting longer and I'm not actually completing the things on my list. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of brainstorming sessions. I'm just going to be focusing strictly on finishing the ideas that I already have. So I really don't need a huge section for ideas. Obviously I still put it in here just in case I come up with something new and different that I want to jot down for way in the future. Something I started doing, which I haven't done any flip-throughs for this year, so you wouldn't know this, but I have been writing down something that I've learned every single week. And most of those are usually video editing skills or things that pertain to my YouTube channel, but sometimes it is little tidbits of information that I pick up. But when it does pertain to the YouTube channel, I kind of want that all to be in the same area. One of my goals for the new year is to learn something new every single week. So when I do try to learn something new for my video editing, I'm going to put it here. I've got obviously practice, so things that I've gone over in the last few weeks that I want to practice in the next 3 months are going to go here, and then new skills are going to go here. I have a lot of skills that I've picked up in the last couple of weeks that I really want to improve upon. So this is obviously has more space because I do know quite a few things that are going in here. As for new skills, I'd like to pick up a new skill probably once a month, so I don't really need that much space to write in what those new skills are. And then the wish list I added in at the bottom is for my business, my wish list for future equipment or programs, software, anything that's going to help my business in the future is going to go right here. This is really great when I stumble across a camera review or a lens review or something I want to remember for my business. Obviously, this hasn't changed for a very long time. These are my social media stats that I write down at the beginning of every single month for all 3 of my businesses. This has maintained the same since I've started bullet journaling over a year ago. This is probably the one thing that has stayed the same is tracking my social media stats. This is the YouTube's video schedule where I write down the title, when I filmed the content for that video, when I want it to be posted and when it's actually posted. I've gone over this in depth previously, but just to wrap it up real quick, this is to help me stay on task and to try to finish videos in a projected schedule ahead of schedule. I'm very bad at doing that, and it has affected my channel, this channel, not being able to post things in an orderly manner. So I'm trying really, really hard to fix that. That's one of my goals this year. I just want to be on top of an actual schedule. So this is helping me with that. Next is my exercise log. Now last quarter, I decided to make this a quarterly. It used to be a monthly thing and now it's a quarterly thing. And last quarter, it was only 3/4 of a page. I did actually fill out the entire page almost. So I needed more space, so I went ahead and gave myself a full page for it. So all of my exercising for the next 3 months are going to be on this page. This is the new cleaning schedule page that was suggested by somebody in my last Plan With Me video. I really appreciated the suggestion, and it gave me a lot of really good ideas. Now there's a couple different ways that I clean, so I broke this down into a couple of sections. And like I said, this is a new page, so I'm going to go in depth with this right now. The first thing that I focus on is a weekly clean. So I have 2 different types of cleaning that I do. Every single day I spot clean, but I focus on one specific room every single day, every week. So for example, today I focused on the kitchen. So I spot cleaned all the rooms, but I focused on the kitchen by making sure there was absolutely no dirty dishes in the sink. All the counters were scrubbed down, the carpets were vacuumed, and the floors were swept. So that is what I would consider a weekly clean for the kitchen. So what I've decided to do for this particular box is to write down the rooms and then write down each week what got done. So I'd write down the date. So if I got, say, the living room done on Monday, then I would put Monday's date. If I got it done on Tuesday, I'd put Tuesday's date. So I make sure every single room will get spot cleaned every single week. And then that'll go forward through all the weeks for the next 3 months. The next thing that I do is once a month, I will full clean. So for example, the difference between a spot cleaning and a full cleaning for me is the living room. If I'm spot cleaning, I just pick things up, organize things, and do a quick vacuum job. When I'm full cleaning once a month, I'll move all the furniture, I will dust everything, I will move all the knickknacks, make sure they're all dusted, washed down, I wash the TV screens, I dust the blinds, I make sure the curtains aren't nasty and need to be washed. So it's a very time-consuming process, which is why I only do it once a month, but I make sure the room is nice and clean at least once a month. And that goes for every single room. Obviously, I don't do it all in one day. I break it down into different days. So what I decided for that is, since it only happens once a month, I'll put the room and when it got done in that month. So I've got the next 3 months planned out with each room. Now, the last thing that I really focuses specifically on cleaning is one-time projects, and especially since spring cleaning is going to be coming up in the next 3 months, there's plenty of one-time projects that need to get done. For example, I would like to go through each individual closet of the house and clean out anything I don't need in those closets, make sure they are all very organized, and kind of do like a spring cleaning in each closet. So that's an example of something that would be a one-time thing. I also have some other projects around the house that have been neglected. I would like to repaint a staircase and spot clean a wall and maybe do a mural. I have some family pictures that I want to hang. So those would all go in the one-time cleaning category. And as I was thinking about it, I realized that a lot of the things that have to do with decorating, especially since even though I've finished unpacking in my house, there's still quite a few areas where I haven't finished decorating yet. So I wanted to put in decor projects, and I'm going to put craft projects in here as well, because that goes along with what I want to decorate and make the house look better. So I think it would go really good with the cleaning schedule, so that's why I kept it in here as well. So this breaks down the 4 different things that are going to help me to maintain a much nicer and cleaner and better home. I'm really interested to see how this turns out for me. I think it'll be really great, at least to see how much things get cleaned, when they get cleaned, if I forget to clean something. I think it'll be really helpful, but we'll see how it goes, and I'll definitely do an update in 3 months when I do my next quarterly. Alright, now we are into the monthly pages, and as you can see, I've made a mistake here, and you'll see that in the time lapse. Unfortunately, mistakes happen and you just kind of have to work with them. Most of it will be covered up when I actually fill in the weather and the date when I do this, but I'll just have to deal with it for now. I have started off with an opening page. For anybody who hasn't seen my videos before, I write a little journal entry that is not bullet pointed. It's just a full sentence, little paragraph on what my hopes are for that month. So that is what this page is for. It's kind of just to start the month off on a really good note. This is my calendar. I fill in the dates and the weather and the temperature every single day. I have finally gotten back on track in March. This was previously very neglected. I've made entering in the weather and the date every single day a habit again, so I hope that stays the same throughout April as well. I realize now I actually forgot to write down what I was doing here. That's funny. So what I do right here is I write my goals, and then I break those goals down into tactics, and so one goal will have multiple different little goals, and then those little goals would become my weekly goals. I can't believe I forgot to do that, but I'll go ahead and add that in. Alright, these 2 pages have not changed at all. I just love this setup, and I'm going to maintain this setup because it works for me. I have my April memories where I'm going to draw and write all of my memories for April here, and the daily draw, which went really well for March. I came up with lots of spring headers and icons, so that will be a headers and icons video coming shortly. I haven't decided what my theme for April will be, but I am going to decide a theme and then do a little bit of daily sketching every single day. Obviously, April tracker, very simple. I track what I do every single day, books read, movies watched, and video games played. I haven't had time to read a lot of books or play some video games, so I really hope that April I do take a little bit of time for myself. I have been traveling a lot, so that's why I haven't done those things, but since I am going to be home a little bit more in April than I have been in the last 2 months, I would like to take a little time to relax at home. Now we are into my weekly schedule, and this is very simple to go over very quickly. This has also not changed. Obviously the decorations and the way I lay out the pages changes every single week, but the 3 things that stay the same are that I put my goals down for the week, I have my little headers, and then I'll bullet point out what happened that day. And then, of course, my gratitude log is a weekly thing, so I have all my little bullet points ready to go, and I gave myself a little quote and used some little stickers too. So, very simple, I tried to keep it very classy, and my color for this month is obviously going to be purple. I'm really enjoying this purple gel pen that I got. It's like a really nice pastel purple, and so I really wanted to use that. I think it's super fun, and I had some purple stickers that I wanted to use as well, so I went ahead and did that. Just a couple more things to go over. I do have travel and headers and icons videos coming soon. It was supposed to come last month, but unfortunately I didn't have time to film before I left for Savannah, Georgia. So that is going to be next. All the designs are ready to go. I just need to film them. And then after that will be spring headers and icons, and you're getting a little taste of some of the headers that I came up with for spring headers and icons. You'll definitely be lots of more coming when I finish that video as well. So those are the 2 headers and icons videos that will be coming soon. Once they're finished, I'll link them here for you to enjoy. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions or any comments at all, please do leave them below. I love hearing feedback, whether it's positive or negative, because it does let me know that people are enjoying these videos. As always, if you did like this video, do remember to give it a like, and do subscribe. I make new travel and art content every single week. March has been a little challenging for me. I have not been able to make videos every single week, but I promise I am trying to get back on track, and I've got lots of good stuff heading your way that I am filming today and tomorrow, so it's definitely coming because it's being filmed. So anyways, until next time, remember to live, love, and travel on. Bye!